Okay, nice game. What else do we have? Well, we have some guy with my picture. So let's give him a chance and start with 1e4. Some Michelo from Russia. Russians are always tough, whatever rating they have. Okay, let's try Zero Lopez. Goes for Berlin. You should never play Berlin having my picture. Okay, let's go d3. And goes d6. Okay, this is a slow approach. There is nothing wrong with that, obviously. Okay, let's just castle. Bishop g4, wow. This is aggressive. Yeah, so the point of this plan is to get some g5 play. No, he just castles, but then I think it doesn't make a lot of sense. White will simply bring the knight to g3 and yeah, the bishop on h5. Looks a little bit stupid to me. Okay, he goes b5. I don't know which square is better. Let's go to b3, for instance. Bishop c2 was also decent, but yeah, you don't spend more than three seconds making such decisions in Blitz. So yeah, now he can go c5, and then we just go knight f1. And yeah, continue our plan. So I think black would be completely fine with the bishop on e6 instead of h5, but with a bishop on like h5 or g6, it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit awkward for him. So it's not doing much there, in fact, and yeah, somehow white is just slightly better. Or maybe not even slightly, I don't know. So he goes b4, which is logical. So how should I play this? So we could try some d4 plans, or we could just play it slow as well. Okay, let's play some bishop g2 for now. I would be very happy to play e5. Yeah, exactly. So that's why he plays a5. But now at least we can move our bishop back, because with the pawn on e6, after bishop b3, he would always have knight a5. And that would be a little bit unpleasant. Now at least our last square bishop is perfectly placed on this diagonal. So I can even move it to c4. And just to make it a little bit more comfortable for us. Then the next stage of a plan is normally knight h4 or knight h2. So the thing is that we should improve slowly and we should not blunder d5. Okay, let's go knight h4. So knight takes c4 runs into knight takes g6 and knight takes c7 check. Seems to work. Knight a7 was a little bit mysterious. Probably his idea is knight c8 followed by knight b6, but it feels a bit slow. And then even if he gets this, we just go bishop b5, and it's not obvious why would he need it that much. Now he goes knight e8, which is a little bit mysterious as well. Okay, let's bring the knight to f5. Now it's very simple for white. We just go queen g4, h4, maybe f4 even. So yeah, it's a symmetrical position where white pieces are much better placed and it's very easy to play. Still, it's sort of solid for black. I mean, you don't lose this in 3 moves. Okay, let's go queen f3. Improve the queen. Some bishop g5 could be our next move. h4, h5 is also the idea. He goes knight c6 back. So we could play literally anything here. Let's bring the rook to d1 first. Maybe we'll go d4 one day and it will help us. So now he goes knight d8. So he wants to bring the knight to e6, which is a decent square indeed. That makes sense. Okay, let's keep coming with h4 and try to clarify what's his decision at the king side. So it's either h6 or he simply allows h5, takes on f5 and keeps suffering. Both are quite unpleasant. He goes h5, which is also possible. But then I thought we just go bishop g5, take on f6 and collect h5. Yeah. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with that, it seems. So I can just take on f6 and take on h5, why not? Yeah. So it's a healthy pawn so far, but a4 is hanging in some lines. Which doesn't make a lot of a difference, I would say. So even if we lose it, I mean, it's still quite unpleasant for black to face all the threats coming at the king side. So he takes, we take back. Knight f4. Now I believe we just go queen g4, threatening knight h6 check. And then we go g3, chasing the knight away. Yeah, he goes knight e6 himself. Okay, fine. Yeah, now it's unbelievably comfortable for us. We can just improve slowly. Let's start with g3. He goes g6. Let's just bring the knight to d5. I mean, we probably had something more convincing, but I just don't see a single reason to be in a hurry for white. Okay, h5 looks normal. Knight g7, we can just take on g6. Knight takes g4. There is no even point to take on f7. We can just improve slowly, king g2, rook h1. Everything is coming. Now I guess we could go f4. Then if he takes twice, we'll have knight f6 check. And otherwise, yeah, exactly, the rook is coming to h1. So he will probably end up being mated here. Yeah, exactly. So we take on f7 and rook h8 is checkmate. Okay, thanks. Yeah, let me choose the opponent. So let's play this guy.